Okay, in this video we are going to look at Minuets 1 and 2 from Partita in, actually we'll just look at Minuet 1 from Partita in B flat major by J.S. Bach. This is Suzuki Book 4. So, just looking at the right hand, there's a few things to think about in this piece. One is how articulation is used. Many recordings don't actually understand Baroque articulation, which is sort of good for you as a student because you have options to play it in a more modern way or in a more Baroque way. So we'll talk about both a little bit, but one of the challenges with this is going to be the fingering. So we're in B flat major, we've got B flat and E flat. One suggestion in this, a minuet is a dance which takes, has 6 steps or 6 beats worth of steps, so 2 bars. So the piece generally breaks nicely into 2 bar sections and definitely into 2, 2, then 4 in the way Bach writes these stylized minuets. So got, if you don't have fingering on your music, maybe I'll say the fingering out loud that I use so that you can write it in. So we've got 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. So there's your first move. 4, contract 1. 3, 1, 5, 1. So that's the end of your first section when you're practicing. Now the next one, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Gentle on the thumb. 4, gentle on the thumb. 5, gentle on the thumb. So just mark that those thumbs need to be gentle because we don't want, which happens if you're using your wrist to control your thumb. But notice when I do it, I'm using the prehensile movement to control my thumb, which makes it much easier to get the sound. So that's the second lot of 2 bars. Now we've got bar 5, so 4 on D. 4, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. Now, most of you are not going to be able to stretch to that note, and that's fine. We'll just let go. So 4 on G, 4, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1. Because Baroque music relied so heavily on articulation, there's no problem to let go and jump up to there. Then we've got for bar, what are we up to? Bar 5, 6, 7, bar 7, 2, 4, 3, squash, thumb, then squash again, 5, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now I use 5 on that note, 5, you could use 4, but I use 5 and we actually slide down to the D. The sliding can be hard to control. So if you're not very good at slide, then you better do 4, 5 there. Okay, so that I'll do those 2 bars again. So bar 7 and 8. Now up to bar 9, which we've done before. 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, thumb, 3, thumb, 5, thumb. Then 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, thumb, 4, thumb, 5, thumb. So exactly the same as what we've done before. Bar 13. 4, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1. Second finger over. 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. Then bar 15. 3, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'll stop there for a moment. 3, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we're at bar 16. Now, bar 16, we've got to worry about the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, I said 4, I should have said 1. Always go to the next note. So we have the first time bar, we've got the repeat. No point practicing without playing the next note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and next bar. So that we make sure we're not practicing a run and doing this pause here and then going back. So we want to train our hand not to pause on the repeat. Okay, so that's the first section. Maybe we'll play the whole 4 lines. And that would take us back to the beginning again. For the right hand, when we do the repeat, it's standard Baroque practice when we do a repeat that we do it differently the second time. Now in this piece, we do repeats when we do the first minuet, that we then play minuet 2, then we come back and do minuet 1. Early recordings, early Suzuki recordings would have the repeat all detached, I believe. that isn't really what a Baroque treatise writer would have been suggesting. You might have ornamented it. So you can go quite fancy by just filling in gaps between notes if you wanted to. Generally, this piece is around a grade 7 level. We don't ask students to do things like that. And any difference probably would just put in the left hand. But if you want to have a bit of fun, you can add just 1 or 2 fill-ins. It doesn't really matter where you do. So you can pick 1 or 2 places just to fill in the gaps in the right hand, and that gives you your Baroque variation. Okay, bar 17 was our second time bar. Now we're at bar 18, we're in the second section of the piece. Minuets were always in 2 sections. Okay, so we've got, and 2 repeated sections, by the way. Okay, so we've got 5 on A, so we've got 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. So highlight or circle that 2. Then 4, squash, thumb, 3, thumb, 2, thumb. And again, make sure you're not using your wrist for that thumb. You just want to pull that fingering. Sorry, I did the wrong fingering. You just want to pull that finger in. So 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Now we're at bar 17, 18, 19, 20. 4, 2, 1, squash, 3, 1, 3. 4, 2, 4, 1, 5, 2. So circle that 2 as well there, because you need that to be able to connect onto the 1 in bar 22. 1, 2, 3, thumb, 5, thumb, 3 over. 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5. Then squash to put 2 on B flat. 2, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we have another fast run, which we'll count in a second. So I'll just play from bar 18. And then this bar 25. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Again, practice adding the first note of bar 26. Okay. And then bar, and make sure they're light. Because we've got all quavers in the right hand, suddenly we've got semiquavers. You don't want to push anything out. It's just a run to lead onto the D, a written out ornamentation, really. So now we're in bar 26. 1, 3, squash, thumb, so circle that thumb. 2, 5, thumb, 5, thumb, 5, thumb, 5, 2. If you can stretch to this thumb on E, it's better than detaching. 1, then 3, and again circle this thumb. 1, 2, 5, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. So I'll play those 4 bars from 26. To bar 30. 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 1. Now just jump for this one. 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 1. So it's the same pattern, just transposed. And then 4 on B flat to do the scale, coming down. So what's our fingering like here? We've got 4 on B flat, 3 on E flat, and 4 on B flat. So yeah, it's the same as the scale fingering to the last 2 notes, which is 2, 1. So same as B flat major scale. And then we're in bar 34. And we're going to jump to do 4, squashy, 1, 5, 2, 5. Although you could use 1, 5 there with no problems. 1, 5, 1, 5. Now this time the thumb is allowed to be a little bit stronger because it's all on the strong beats. It's actually the pinky that's not the strong beat this time. This is in the left hand. 4, I should have said the finger out. 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. If you needed to, because your hand's small, you could switch to 5 there like this. 2, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. Now, if you do that though, you need to squash to put 3 on 38. 3, 5, stretch. 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now we're in the first time bar. So the rhythm in this is a bit more fiddly because the right hand is going to start after a semiquaver. So instead of 1 and 2 and it's 1 and 2, and we start straight away. 1 and 2. And notice I've put in the first note of bar 18 because I've done the repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and done. Oh, and there's a fingering thing here to think about, so I want you to highlight the finger number 2. I'll show you which one. 1 and 2, thumb, squashy 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have that squashy on the 2 there on the E natural to put in. So let me play from bar 18 to the end so you've got it on the same video. That note's in the left hand. And so on. And on the repeat, if you wanted to add ornamentation here, let's see. It's probably best not to ornament in a way that changes the finger numbers so that you don't have to memorize another fingering pattern. So that would work. Nah, don't like it there. I'd have to do an A flat there if I did one. Oh, except that changes the fingering, so don't do one there. Now you might think, well, what did I do there? I did 4 notes over the 2 quavers. I did them as semiquavers, and I disrupted where the D occurs in the music, and that is okay. I've just delayed it a very tiny bit. You wouldn't want to do that on a really important note, like the first beat of the bar. Maybe there, maybe at the end. So there's just a few ideas. You don't want to or need to do all of them, but there's a couple of ideas there that you could potentially choose where to add some variety if you wanted to. And that makes you if you're starting to think about how to vary my things on repeats, you're starting to think like a Bach musician. Okay, have fun learning the right hand to Minuet I.